domain and range for f of x is equals to x square by 1 plus x square. So this is another type of problems to find the domain and range. See, you just look at the problem, x square by 1 plus x square. See, square root is not involved, logarithm is not involved, just the denominator is involved. The denominator is 1 plus x square. If you observe the denominator, x square is always positive, 1 is also positive, 1 plus x square is for sure positive. So no problem, you just take any value in the place of x. For all those values, this expression will exist in real numbers, and that's why we need to say for this particular problem, the domain is all the real numbers. Okay? No need to eliminate anything from the reals. Every value is possible to take. Okay? The domain is all the real numbers. Then what to say about the range? Then to decide the range of this x square by 1 plus x square, you just take this f of x is equals to y. Okay, let y is equals to x square by 1 plus x square. See, this y is a result of this expression. You just consider it as a result. And from there, you just do cross multiplication. Y plus x square y is equals to x square. See, from there, you just make x square as a subject. Y is equals to x square into 1 minus y. By sending this x square y term that side. Okay, that implies x square is equals to y by 1 minus y. Just have a look. We are searching for the range. Range is simply nothing but the values of this expression. And the values of this expression, if you say it as y, and now in terms of y, there is we have x square. Right. Now, see, it is somewhat logical. If you look there, x square is equals to y by 1 minus y. X square, something square. We know that x square is always positive. Okay. Now, since x square is greater than or equals to 0, it's an obvious thing. Okay, it's a fact actually. Everybody knows it, right? Something square is always greater than 0. And since x square is greater than or equals to 0, it is y by 1 minus y. As we expressed, that x square is y by 1 minus y. Our intention is to find the range, nothing but to find some values of x, the possible values of y. Okay, finding range is nothing but finding possible values for y, and now I have an inequality in terms of y. We need to solve it. Just look at the problem. This 1 minus y is in the denominator, and I don't know whether it is positive or negative. So with the usual procedure, you just multiply both numerator and denominator with 1 minus y. Okay. Now for sure, since the denominator is positive, you just send it that side. Now you left with y into 1 minus y is greater than or equals to 0. See, usually we are very comfortable in writing x, okay, whenever that x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than or equals to 0. But here y into 1 minus y. Okay, so just for my comfort, I am rewriting this 1 minus y as y minus 1. So y into y minus 1. See, just we changed a minus sign, and that's why this greater than or equals to 0 will become less than or equals to 0. Y into y minus 1 is less than or equals to 0. So we know that, see, the two roots for this expression are 0 and 1. Since it is less than or equals to 0, then the next step, the solution is simply nothing but 0 less than or equals to y less than or equals to 1. That's it. And you need to think once again, if that y is 1, what will happen? If y is 1, the denominator will become 0, so x square is not possible, and that's why we need to eliminate that y as 1. Okay, but y is not equals to 1. Since y is not equals to 1, at the end your range is just between nothing but closed interval 0 to open 1. Okay, just have a look. So this is the way of calculating the range for the given function. The function is x square by 1 plus x square. For that x square by 1 plus x square, the domain is all the real numbers. Why? Because you just take any real value in the place of x, no problem, for sure the function exists and its value is real. But whereas when you think about the range is the results, the values of this particular expression. So you just take that particular expression as y and make x square as subject. And we know that since x square is greater than or equals to 0, this expression in terms of y should be positive. And that's why from there we restricted that y as in between open interval, no, closed interval 0 to open interval 1. Okay, that's the problem at the end. Just have a look. I will give you one more problem in the same time. So next one, 17b. we need to find the domain and range for 1 by root of 9 minus x square. First of all, you just think about the domain. Okay. So what is domain? See, in the problem, square root exists as well as fraction, the denominator also exists. Under the square root, the expression should be positive, and as well as in denominator, the expression should be either should not be 0. And that's why you just take that. First of all, to get a restriction from the square root, 9 minus x square should be greater than 0. Not equal to 0 is not acceptable because it is there in the denominator. Okay, 9 minus x square greater than 0. You just multiply with minus sign, it becomes x square minus 9 less than 0. X square minus 9 is simply nothing but x minus 3 into x plus 3 less than 0. We are very familiar in finding x from these type of inequations. X minus 3 into x plus 3 less than 0. So x value exists in between the roots. So from there you have that minus 3 less than x less than 3. So therefore the domain is simply nothing but open interval minus 3 to 3 is the domain. There ends the domain. And now when you think about the range, okay, range. And now to find the range, we need to consider that particular expression as y, because range is simply nothing but finding the results, okay, and that's why you just take y is equals to 1 by root of 9 minus x square, okay. And now we need to get certain restrictions on y. We need to find out the possible values for y. So and that's why what I do is y square is equals to 1 by 9 minus x square, just squaring on both sides. And now 9 minus x square is equals to 1 by y square, just, okay, 9 minus x square this side, y square that side. You just make x square as subject. 9 minus 1 by y square is equals to x square, okay. And on simplification you have that x square is equals to 9y square minus 1 divided by y square. Is there anything wrong? You just have a look. And at the end, x square is 9y square minus 1 by y square. So what you say about this x square? X square is since positive, something square. These are the possible values of x. In this region if you square, x square values lies in between 0 and 9 actually, okay. X square values are positive. And from there, since x square is greater than or equals to 0, 9y square minus 1 by y square greater than or equals to 0. Yeah, it is very clear. The denominator y square is positive, so send that side. You left that 9y square minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. And again 9y square minus 1. So when you factorize it, this is 3y minus 1 into 3y plus 1 is greater than or equals to 0. And we know that, see, one root from this expression is 1 by 3 and the other one is minus 1 by 3, and it is greater than or equals to 0, and that's why since it is greater than, the resultant answers of y are either side of the roots. So we need to mark y less than or equals to minus 1 by 3 or y greater than or equals to 1 by 3. This is domain, as well as this minus 3 to 3 is the, see, this minus 3 to 3 is domain, and that less than or equals to minus 1 by 3 or greater than or equals to 1 by 3 is the range. Just have a look. See, to find the range, this is the standard procedure. Taking the given function as y and expressing x or x square in terms of y. Then to make that x as real, we need to restrict this expression in terms of y. From there we will get certain boundaries for y, which represents the range of the given function. Just have a look. So this 14a and 14b, okay, are another type of problems. Just we solve using, just we find domain and range for all those problems, okay. See, I will give you one more problem. You just find its domain and range. See, 3 divided by 2 minus x square. This is the function. You just try to find the domain and range for that given 3 divided by 2 minus x square.